Yo, what's good guys? In this video, I'm going to be bringing back the max height, max weight, target plus striker build, where I think the last time I've done a build video over this type of build was for level 75. So at level 90, it's going to be quite a bit better. And what I'm going for is just making an aerial threat build that's just like one of the best builds in the game when it comes to scoring headers, because it's as big as you can be on target. It's got 99 heading accuracy. And then with the +5 to jumping and strength from the max height and max weight, the jumping and strength will actually go up to 99. So you'll have all three of those attributes at 99, which is pretty crazy. And then you'll even have acrobatic plus, and then you can use power shot plus, or even tiki taka plus if you want. And I had Ginger use this build for me, who y'all seen in other target build videos. So you'll see him in the gameplay scoring a lot of goals. And all this gameplay came from my Twitch stream. So every time I play, I stream live on Twitch. My username is LeskyTV. So if you haven't checked out my Twitch, I would suggest going over there and dropping a follow, because I'm trying to increase my following on Twitch. I would really appreciate that. And every time I play, I usually just play with viewers and just have a chill, fun time playing clubs. So the first thing, let's take a look at some highlights of Ginger using this build, and then we'll go into the details. Dunked on, jeez.
Wow.
Nice.
On a boss build right there. Money.
Nice.
There we go.
Yep.
Nice.
There we go.
Thought the keeper was
There
gonna
you
get
go.
that for a sec. That's a deep one. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Doesn't matter.
As long as you put in the danger zone, bro.
Nice.
Damn. That was crazy header. Ew, this stadium is ugly, bro. Oh, wow. He's a little more near post. Oh, yeah, that's it. Ooh, offside trapped. Header. Yep.
Easy.
Might have popped up long ball. There it is. Oh my
There we go.
gosh. There's
Another
no
way. There we
way
go.
you get those. That's crazy. It's bangable though. Oh,
You gotta
go back
be
in there.
fucking me sideways, bro. Oh my gosh.
It goes to you. Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Ooh, dirty.
Oh,
Nice. You got it. You got it. Oh, you.
All the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yes,
there we
good
go.
finish. How do they just let y'all get behind every time?
I didn't see that.
Shoot that. Yep.
Nice.
Mid.
Yep. Ooh, nice chip. Perfect.
Wow.
Just take out the keeper. I don't
Nice.
know how that went in.
Wow.
Wow. Look at that. Ooh,
Perfect ball.
Woo.
There we
There we go.
Nice.
Oh,
What a-
almost. From here again. Oh, you're off, I think. Oh, you're on, you're on, you're on. Oh my gosh.
Nice,
I thought you
nice.
were
It
off
was,
for
like,
sure
perfect.
by the
Nice.
time that
Perfect
passed.
timing.
You're on.
Oh, you.
Ooh.
Nice.
Composure.
Nice.
Ooh. Yeah, they're just gonna back up. Ooh, perfect timing.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good finish. Good ball. Nice.
Nice.
Got him.
Think you're on?
Yep.
Ooh, cheeky.
Who else is there back post? It's gonna
Shit.
lock onto
Oh,
him.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, right there.
That's
Hit
you.
it.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go.
96 minute, insane. So I hope y'all were able to see how crazy this build is when it comes to scoring headers with a 99 jumping, 99 heading accuracy, and the precision header plus. And then Ginger was also able to score some other nice goals that weren't just headers. So I want to go over the perks first. So the first perk is the 6th Sense perk. Shoot with back to goal and attacking third to gain a short boost of finishing, balance, and composure. The next one is Physical Shooter. Shield off an opponent, then shoot in the box for a boost to strength, shot power, and balance. Then we can go over this Target Plus specialization, which gives you Acrobatic Plus, which suits this style of build. You can go for volleys or you can go for headers. If crosses are coming into you, or maybe like an over-the-top ball, it's a good option to maybe go for a volley, or you can choose to go for a header depending on the situation. And then you get the Line Breaker perk, which is actually pretty solid. Receive a line breaking pass in the attacking third for a boost to dribbling, balance, and composure. And then the minimum attributes you need for this specialization are 90 agility, 92 jumping, and 90 volleys. Then this build will have the lengthy acceleration type. Because this build has 99 strength, you pretty much just have to be lengthy. So it is going to be pretty good when it comes to long distance sprints, even though the focus on this build isn't pace. That's probably one of the downsides, especially when it comes to the acceleration, because the acceleration is getting lower because of the max height and weight. And then you also are lengthy, which is a downside of that acceleration type. But once you get up to speed, the long distance sprints actually aren't too bad because this build is lengthy and has like 90 sprint speed. Now for the height and weight. So like I said, this build is max height, max weight. So 6'5", 220 pounds. But then you do have some downsides of doing this because you lose 5 on acceleration, agility, and then 1 on balance. But then you gain +5 on jumping, which gets this build to 99 jumping. And then +1 on sprint speed, so the 89 sprint speed is going to go up +1 to 90, and then +5 on strength, and that's what gets you the 99 strength. Here's the playstyles that Ginger was using. He had Acrobatic Plus, Precision Header Plus, and Power Shot Plus, but you could go for Tiki Taka Plus, and if you wanted to do that, I would take off Power Shot Plus. But he did not need to do that because we already had the Silver Tiki Taka from Facilities, as y'all can see at the bottom of the screen, as well as Press Proven. But if your club's not going to have those 2 facilities, I would suggest putting them on instead of some of these play styles that you see right here. So if we go over these silver play styles, he had Quick Step, Rapid, Technical, Enforcer, Low Driven, Chip Shot, Aerial Fortress, and First Touch. So if you were to take off one, I would take off Aerial Fortress because this only works in your defensive half. So say like your keeper's kicking it up to you from like a goal kick and you're in your own half and you go up for a header, it will work. But if you're in the other team's half, it won't work. So it could be good also on like defensive set pieces and stuff like that. So if there's one I would take off, I would take off Aerial Fortress and go Press Proven instead of Aerial Fortress. You'll definitely want Press Proven on this build, or you could take off like Chip Shot, Technical, or whatever else you want, because I would definitely have Press Proven and Tiki Taka on this build. And I think he had Aerial Fortress because there really wasn't much other options. I think there's like Trickster he could go for, but that's like pretty much it. So feel free to switch up the playstyles how you like. Now we can look at the attributes. So this build had 4-star skills. You definitely don't have to go for 4-star skills. You can just go for 3-star if you want and save some AP. You could upgrade the dribbling more, like the reactions, dribbling, ball control, balance would be a good option. You could upgrade the sprint speed more a little bit if you just go for 3-star skills. So that's definitely an option. And then I would suggest keeping a 5-star weak foot because that will be very helpful. And then for stamina, 80 stamina in order to use Quick Step. Higher aggression will be really nice for like a big target focal point build like this one. So 89 aggression. And then there's the 94 jumping and 94 strength, but then we get the +5 from the height and weight effect. So those both go up to 99, which is crazy. This build's a physical beast. And then 90 acceleration, which is the max on target, but we are getting -5 from the height and weight. So the acceleration is going to be 85, and that's probably like the biggest downside of this build. And then the sprint speed's at 89, but we are getting +1, so this build will have 90 sprint speed with 85 acceleration, but it's really not too bad once you get up to speed because this build is lengthy. And then for ball control, 90 agility is what you needed for the specialization, but we are getting -5 to that, so it's going to be 85. And then 88 balance, which we're getting -1, so that's lowering down to 87. 89 reactions, 86 ball control and dribbling, and then 94 composure I feel like is really nice for this type of build, especially when going up for headers, because a lot of times there'll be contested headers, so like a defender will go up and jump with you, and high composure is really nice for that, so it'll just make your headers even better, as well as like other types of shots where you're under pressure. And then 94 finishing is really nice. And I think even though heading accuracy has a big role when it comes to scoring headers, I think even finishing has a little bit less of a role, but it still has some impact even when scoring headers. So 94 finishing with the composure, and then the max heading accuracy at 99. This build is crazy good at scoring headers, and then 90 shot power. And I do want to note this. Shot power does not make a difference when it comes to the power of headers when you have precision header on. So like the silver one or precision header plus, that playstyle has like its own unique power to headers. So shot power does not make a difference. If you don't have the playstyle, then shot power will make a difference. It's kind of confusing, but if you do have the playstyle, shot power does not matter when it comes to headers. And then 81 long shots, I think we were just going to go 80, but there was just a little bit of AP left at the end of the build, so we just put it on 81 long shots, which can help with the power shot plus. 90 volleys is what you needed for the specialization. For passing, there's only a couple upgrades. So short pass starts at 75 as default on target, so we didn't need to upgrade that. But I believe there's one upgrade to curve. It starts at 55, went up to 56, and then one upgrade to free kick accuracy to get it up to 66, because there was really only a little bit of AP. So we put that one on long shots and then one on free kick accuracy and one on curve, but you could definitely switch that up. There probably is a bit more options. Like if you just went 80 long shots, 65 free kick accuracy, 55 curve, kept those all default, then I think you could get the long pass up to 60. And then you could probably do some other things, but I think Ginger just decided to put it on free kick accuracy and curve, and then one on long shots. So feel free to switch that up if you guys want. And then for defending, of course, the only upgrade is that 99 heading. So the last thing I'm going to show y'all is the attributes with the club facilities on. So +5 to vision and short pass, getting the vision to 70, short pass to 80, +5 to balance, getting that up to 93, but with a -1, it was 92. +5 to ball control for 91, and then +2 to composure and aggression. So he had 96 composure and 91 aggression. And there y'all go. That is the best aerial threat build in FC26 clubs. Give it a try. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Hit that like button on this video for me, and then make sure you are subbed to the channel. See y'all next time.